Stop. The next big step is to undo these 6 head bolts and take the head off and see what's going on, like actually on the inside of the engine. Interesting. My name's Billy, this is Sierra, and our pup Jetty. This is our home. Her name is Adrenaline. We decided normal lifestyle isn't quite right for us, so we've been living an unconventional but fulfilling life of challenge and adventure. Be sure to subscribe below and hop on board. So the first thing we have to do as we're getting ready to rebuild our engine is to build a frame for the engine to sit in, because I'm going to pull the engine out of the engine compartment and put it in our cockpit so I have a big open area to work in and I can access the oil pan and everything underneath the engine. Instead of going to buy a bunch of 2x4s and spend money that I'm just going to scrap at the end of the build, I wanted to try to salvage some wood because we're in St. Martin and they got nailed by the hurricane a few years ago, so there's like just scraps everywhere. We're just walking Jetty on the beach here and found some scrap wood. I think that's gonna be perfect. What do you think?
I hope it doesn't have any bugs.
Yeah.
You wanna play fetch? Come here.
It's gonna be perfect. It's in good shape. Some of it's really thick, solid stuff, but they kind of have a lot of bugs all over them. So I'm gonna just tie them up in a big bundle. We're gonna drag them back in the dinghy just to let the water flush them all out.
What happened?
There's stuff in the water. This is what you get for like walking around in a hurricane zone. There's just debris everywhere. So I stepped in the water. I stepped on something super sharp. I don't know what it is, but we're gonna have to do surgery later and clean that out really, really good. I don't want that getting infected.
Say cheese.
All right, Sarah's just doing a little bit of stretching back here. We got our scrap lumber soaking to get rid of any bugs that might be in there. And we repaired my foot. So, first step of the engine rebuild. We didn't come out unscathed, but we still won the battle. Step is complete. We salvaged that wood from a dock the other day, and I sawed it all up with a little handsaw, some gun.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, we got an engine stand here, so perfect. So the feet of the engine will sit right on this rail here, and it'll give me a nice platform to work on it. We'll put it in here so that if I drop anything, it doesn't fall into the cracks. But yeah, solid. It worked out pretty good. So the next step is going to be taking all the components off the engines, all the wiring and the cables and throttle cable and everything like that, and then you know, probably clean it up a little bit while it's down there, while the bilge can contain some of this stuff so that we can clean it up responsibly, and then lift the engine out, put it on the stand right here, and start ripping it apart. Yeah, we're ready to go. All right, it is time to pull this engine out of the engine compartment. So we got a whole lifting harness going here. There's a lifting eye. That'll be the primary spot to lift from, but I got a harness around the engine just in case. We're going to use the main sheet block and tackle, and I'll guide it from underneath and just kind of guide it out. We'll lift it up nice and high and hopefully just pop it on the stand here, and then I think we'll just try to manually slide the stand back. Can you help me lift the engine out of the engine compartment? Thanks. Go. Stop for a sec. Okay, go. Stop. Okay, go. Hold on. Stop. Okay, go. Stop! What was that?
It's the block.
Okay. Stop. Okay. Stop. Okay. Alright, so just throw some chunks of wood on this seat here.
Like next to each other?
Yeah, that's fine. That's good
More?
right there. No, it's fine. Go until it's clear and then stop. Stop. Hey. No, it's Jetty. No one's here. Shh. No one's here. Alright, so check it out. We got the engine partially taken apart. The next big step is to undo these 6 head bolts and take the head off and see what's going on, like actually on the inside of the engine. I've been letting these outer head bolts soak in some penetrating oil, so it's a little bit easier to take off. But everything so far so good, so far so smooth. Knock on wood. Ah, so tight. Dang. All right, I think I got it. I think I cracked all of them except this one, and this one I felt go just a tiny bit. Come on. Ah, yeah, success. Oh, that was awesome. Whew. That's one of the some of the major bolts on this thing. You guys may be wondering if I've ever rebuilt an engine before in my life, and the answer is one time with a partner in high school in shop class, automotive class. Small 2-stroke gasoline engine, but learned the basics. I remember the basics, and then just a bunch of research in the past few months, and then thank goodness I have my good friend Kevin I can call on WhatsApp, and he's done a bunch of these engines and he can guide me through it a little bit. So thank you, Kevin. He's someone who watches our videos. You're the man. Oh, here we go. The other key that Kevin warned me on with these suckers is to make sure they go back in the same spot. So I got cardboard here labeled, you know, front, back, port, starboard, and I'm just gonna take the bolts out and make sure they go back in the same spot I pulled them out of. So, but these are nuts on this side. It's interesting. These are bolts. All right, here we go. One of the moments of truth. Let's see what it looks like under here. It smells. It smells like exhaust. Ooh. Wow, there we go. Whew. All right, what do we got? Wow, oil. And the inside of these cylinder walls and the top of the cylinder heads are just super sooty, unburnt fuel. Yeah, it seems like oil as well. Interesting. Smooth. All right, I'm gonna try to get these valves out right now. All right, perfect. That's what I want. Now I can take these little clips off. Shoot. They have a special tool for this that I don't have. Maybe if I use a wrench. Yeah, that'll work. All right, 1 down, 3 to go. I got the springs off, those retainer clips, all that stuff. Now I think I can pull the valve straight out the bottom. We'll see here. Something like that. There's one, yeah, completely burnt valve. Well, I don't know. I'm no expert whatsoever, but there's a lot of carbon and gunk all around this sucker. Oh no. Wow, this one's even worse. Holy smokes, there's a lot of gunk on this sucker. Look at that. I hope it's focusing. It's so gunked up. Wow. Same thing on that one, super gunked up. Craziness. Now see what this part looks like. I'll be right back. Just finished like day 2, the end of day 2 of rebuilding this engine. The head hurts from the headlamp being too tight. I'll show you what I got going on. Mostly taken apart, so check this out. Something I didn't see at first when, well, I didn't really look too deep into cylinders, but they're right there. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if we can get some. is a big gouge in the cylinder. Like that's a, you know, a millimeter or two deep. And then same thing on the other side. That one's even deeper. Right there. See that sucker? Focus. There you go. It's pretty deep. So one on each side. So that's definitely what's affecting our compression. And I don't know if that is like caused from play, like side to side play or something, or if that's a result of something else being damaged severely. But here's the other significant thing I found. I just dropped the oil pan, and the oil pan was this sucker right here. This chunk of metal. I forget what all the terms are for all these pieces, but this looks like maybe it could be a wall of a cylinder, like the bottom part where it's hollow, if I'm saying that right. Anyway, there it is. We took the whole back of the engine apart as well, so you can see all the inside workings of the engine, which is pretty cool. Anyway, it's pretty much taken apart. I need a pulley to get this sucker off. If you watch Ryan and Sophie sailing, Ryan let me borrow a big 27mm socket to take this nut off, which is awesome. And Bo and Brandy, Bo has a puller for this, a gear puller, which I don't have on the boat right now. So he's gonna let me borrow a puller to get that sucker off. And then we'll be able to take, I think this whole front piece of the engine comes off, and then we'll start being able to attack like the crankshaft and the crank and all those parts on the inside that you can see from down here. So this engine is sleeved, meaning it originally comes with sleeves, which means that these walls that the cylinder ride within, these are just sleeves within the block. So the good news is I have the sleeves to replace the damaged one, and I'll replace both of them, and then that way we don't have to like bore out the cylinders and then go oversized or all this crazy stuff. It's just pop out these old sleeves, put in the new sleeves, and then we have new cylinders and new rings, and then everything should be like new. I mean, at least that part, which is pretty cool. It's the other side of the engine. Oh, it kept raining all day today, and I just couldn't get stuff done. Stuff was getting wet, which is really no good. So I ran up to the hardware store and bought this tarp and just covered like the whole front of the boat up here, and then it comes down on both sides, which is really helping keep the rain out of here. It's like whole different world, which is cool. So yeah, getting there. Check out, I took all the parts out just so I can like look at them and see what the new parts look like that I'm replacing the old parts with, so that as I replace the old parts I can just kind of recognize and make sure, you know, I'm doing everything correctly. But check it out, we got new pistons just in case the old ones were cracked or anything, especially the rings, and now we don't have to worry about putting the rings on the pistons. They just come with them on there. So we just got to get this piston on, what's the part called? The rod? I don't know. Blech, I'm so tired. Anyway, brand new pistons, and then everything else. We got brand new valves and valve guides and valve seals and valve springs, and then all the gaskets and everything that we need. So, and then like the main bearings and the crank bearings and crank pins and stuff like that. Should be good. Alright, I'm gonna get cleaned up and go to bed. I'm so tired. See you guys tomorrow.